Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley if you are new, and if you are a returning subscriber, I'm so glad you guys are back for another video. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell so that you can be notified for when I post new videos, and be sure to follow along on social media where we can continue with the conversation. But today I am so excited because I haven't sat down and filmed a video for you guys since prior to me going to New York City for the YouTube Space Workshop, which was awesome. And if you didn't see that vlog, I will have it linked up here. It was a really good time and I met some amazing lifelong friends. So awesome trip. Today's video is very near and dear to my heart. I've been working on this concept for the last few months and I'm finally able to share it with you guys. I was contacted back when I did my video for UGGs, which was how to have an amazing morning. It was all about going after the things that are important and how to just be successful and happy. And to kind of parlay that video, this is another how to be happy, the secrets to happiness video. Now, I am not 100% happy all the time. It may seem that way because of social media, but let me tell you, this has been the most challenging last couple of months for me. I've kind of talked about it over on Instagram and Snapchat a little bit, but there are a few things I've kind of learned in the last couple of months that have really helped me to center my focus and get me feeling happy again and instantly. It's not something that takes forever, so I wanted to share these tips with you. So I do want to say thank you to BetterHelp for partnering with me on this video. I'm going to be explaining a little bit more about them a little bit later, but right now let's just jump into the video. One of my favorite sayings is common sense is not common practice, meaning the things that we know to be true are things that we tend to avoid. Happiness is definitely one of them, and there are three kind of components that I want to talk to you guys about, and then I'm going to go into the tips. Happiness truly stems from our own perspective of the world that we live in. It's our past, our present, and our future all summed up into one. And when you kind of break down those three areas of your life, it can cultivate happiness for you. So number one would be the past. So in the past, it is a pile of recollection and gratitude for events that you have already done, things that have already happened, probably some hard times, some challenges. But for the most part, when you look back, it is a time to reflect in a positive way for a lot of people. Now, that doesn't mean that everything is all dandy all the time in the past, but it tends to be more so a nostalgic way of looking into your life. So when we come to terms with our past, we have peace. It allows us to be more engaged in our present, which is the second tip. This is the hardest one for me. It's probably the hardest for a lot of people as well, is to be happy in the now, because you're so worried thinking about what you could have done, what you want to do, and we forget to be engaged with where we are right now. I truly think that when we find what we're passionate about and we attack it each day, it can help us to really be engaged in the present, mentally, emotionally, and physically. One thing that can help us in the present is to challenge ourselves on a daily basis, whether it's going after something that we have been thinking about doing or trying a new thing. It's all about making our move, which is the main movement mantra. When you're passionate about something, you're going to be more excited about living in the now. Find something you're passionate about and be excited about it every single day. So that brings me to the third point, which is the future. You should be excited about the future, but you also have to expect that there will be hardships. It's not always going to be butterflies and rainbows, but those are also the times that'll help you to grow and learn from your experiences. So what are you excited about for tomorrow? Because if you can't find anything to be excited about, it has nothing to do with the reality of tomorrow, but it does have everything to do with your mindset of tomorrow. One thing that has helped me stay grounded and not to worry about the future, to be anxious for absolutely nothing, is my faith in God. It is something that if I didn't have, I wouldn't be able to go throughout my life. So you really just want to drown your future in hope, be faithful, and have some sort of spiritual practice that you can go to every single day, believing in something bigger than yourself, and it can just help you put things into perspective that you're not alone in this world. So as a challenge, I want you guys to write down, tomorrow I am going to do blank. Whether it's simple as making your bed, tomorrow you're going to go for a run, do something tomorrow that you can be excited for. So those are the three basics of happiness, but what about the emotional, physical, and mental aspect? Well, let's get to that. So this is where the common sense is not common practice comes in a lot, because when you want to be physically healthy, most of the time people have a general idea of how to do that. Get 8 hours of sleep, drink water, eat your vegetables, work out. All of those things go into having a healthy, balanced lifestyle, but we don't always do it because you get home from work and you're starving, so you just order a pizza and eat a tub of Ben & Jerry's. You stay out too late on the weekends and you just don't feel energized to work out. Those types of things, you know it to be true and you just don't do them. Maybe something in your relationship is causing you to not be happy. Are you being 100% present with your spouse or your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend? Are you giving them what they need? Are they giving you what you need? What are things that you can kind of evaluate in your relationship and make a change? Because maybe it's not just them. You're a team and something could be wrong on either end. A couple things that I like to do when I evaluate those areas in my life are say, am I giving this person my all? Am I being appreciative of this person and adoring them? Am I doing what it takes to make it fun and not stale? Because if you think your relationship is stale, I would pretty much guarantee it's not your relationship that's stale, it's just you're making it stale. Your relationship is like a muscle. You have to work it, you have to work at it, you have to build it. It's not something that you can just leave it alone. My faith is also where that really comes into play as well, because love is so much more than just the initial 6 months that you love somebody or the relationship and the physical aspect of it. There's so much more to love, and my faith plays a very large part in how I go about handling my personal relationship. And this goes for like love relationships and friendships. So the next step is to evaluate your own life. Are you emotionally, physically, and mentally happy? How are you looking at the past, the present, and the future to help cultivate that happiness in your life? Are you physically healthy? Are you doing things on a daily basis to achieve that? How are your relationships? Are you giving them your all, or do they need a little TLC? At the end of the day, guys, we have so much to be grateful for and we are so blessed. And I think if we focus more on that, if you wake up every single day and you write down an area in your life that you are grateful for in your past, in your present, and a hope for your future, as well as things that you love about you physically, mentally, and spiritually, or things in your life that correlate with that, I can promise you that you will feel a lot better about your day-to-day life. I have a printout for you guys that I made. You guys can just download that to your computer, print it out, and do this every single day. At least take a mental note of it if you don't print it out, but just see kind of how it changes your mindset as you work through this worksheet and do this on a daily basis. Maybe some of you were thinking, Haley, all these tips are great, but I have a bigger issue at hand. I've struggled with depression. I've struggled with anxiety. This is something far greater than just telling myself to be happy. I get private messages on Snapchat and Instagram about it, and as much as I want to help, I know that I am not a professional in that area. I still struggle with it. I'm not a doctor. I don't feel right giving advice on that level. I can only talk from experience. So what I wanted to share with you guys was a new company called BetterHelp, and it's actually an online program that you guys can sign up for. It's very cost effective. It's not like going to a therapist or a doctor on a regular basis. It's much more budget friendly. You do have to be 18 years old or talk to a parent about it, but afraid you don't really know how to go about it, who to call, how much it costs, something like that. I've actually, and this is, I'm being very real with you, I have seen therapists, I have seen counselors for multiple things in my life before. Is it nerve-wracking? Extremely. Is it expensive? Can be. Not everyone has the same health care, so with all those different factors aside, BetterHelp has made it easy, affordable, comfortable, a safe place for people to do this all online. So if you need to talk to someone about what you're going through, if you're feeling depressed or that you have anxiety and you just want someone to talk to but you're afraid to start seeking help, maybe you don't know how to go about finding a counselor, or you can't afford the annual cost of having a therapist. The thing that I like the most about the program is that it is always changing and evolving, adapting to new technologies to better help their customers, which I think is so important, because there's not one way to counsel someone, there's not one way to help somebody, and they take that into consideration. I know from experience that counseling can be expensive, time-consuming, and people are kind of afraid of the privacy that goes into it. So BetterHelp is great because you do this all via your phone, tablet, computer, whatever is best for you. You can talk via messaging or live chat. You basically just get to figure out a program that works the best for your lifestyle. BetterHelp features licensed and certified therapists. They have all been approved by their state's boards, so you know you are getting quality counseling with BetterHelp. When you go onto the website and you fill out your form, you will also be matched with a counselor in 24 hours or less. If you guys are curious to try this, it's only $35 per week, which is a lot less than your standard counseling fees. Trust me, I know, I've been there. So BetterHelp is the most affordable, convenient counseling I've ever come across. The fact that you can do this anywhere at any time is so great. Works out really well if you travel a lot too, because you don't have to be home for your appointments. So even though this is a sponsored video, this is something that I'm very serious about, guys. If you feel like you need professional help, please don't hesitate to seek help. I'm gonna have the link to BetterHelp in my description box for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you were able to put some things into perspective about your life. Maybe you're not living to your fullest potential right now and you want to start. So it is never too late to be happy, guys. I'm trying on a daily basis. Believe me, this has been a struggle the past few months. Just want to let you know I'm there for you if you're feeling this. So I have tons of new content coming your way. I'm super excited about it. Vlogs. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not already, and follow along on Instagram and Snapchat because we have a lot of fun over there. But as always, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!